if the president didn't have the Senate doing his bidding and keeping, every single bill that the conservatives have put through, from ever having a chance, we could have been a little bit stronger here on the home front. So, with 2014 coming up, and surely, they might have been able to wiggle out of Benghazi, but they're not going to be able to wiggle out of this. This is embarrassment on a world stage, and the American public, look, he can't even get the American public behind him on the fact that we should strike Syria.
Well,
he can't even get that. Now, I see that we do have a call. All right.
We have a call?
We do have a call. And this is Richard from Texas. Now, I'm sorry.
I don't think Richard's going. I know Richard, and I don't think he's going to be able to cheer me up with this because I know Richard. He ain't going to come up and say that Nancy Pelosi got a point.
He might.
Let's see.
Richard,
come on. Cheer me up, man. Tell me Nancy Pelosi's got a point.
Yeah, I got to hear that.
Hey, it's good to talk to you.
Well, it's good to finally talk to you. Come on.
He was just wondering how the Democrats are going to turn it around to make it look in their favor. And I was kind of tweeting today, and I think Axelrod and Pelosi were both on the same bottle of Botox. But Axelrod tweeted, if POTUS hadn't threatened credible military response, does anybody believe that Syria and Russia would be coming forward now? No time to falter. And at the same time, Pelosi said, thanks to President Obama's strength, we have a Russian proposal. We hope it's credible and real and therefore progress. And I just hope that it's more credible and real than Obama's promises have been.
Now, you were supposed to cheer me up, Richard, but it ain't working out that way. But now I'm getting more depressed.
I think now wait though. He was reinforcing my point. He actually was. Because Nancy Pelosi and them, they really believe this stuff. They really and truly believe that because Barack Obama, because Barack Obama flexed his muscles, that caused, Vladimir Putin to say, oh gosh, I'll try to work out a peace agreement. America, please don't go whip them. Now, that's the way she sees it, and they really, really believe that, man.
Richard, you think Marty...
Democrat with it. They got to be good Democrats. So.
But they don't...
But see, I'll tell you what my problem here is. My problem here is that in this little tripod we got going on, one leg rests on Nancy Pelosi, whether she's right or whether she's wrong. Am I the only one that sees that as having one leg of the tripod resting in a cow turd?
I'm not sure about that.
Look here. These people are fanatical. The Democrats they are fanatical in their support of this guy. And when you've got people like Nancy Pelosi is one of these rare, Congress people that actually expresses her constituents' wishes. There really are a whole district there in California.
In San Francisco.
Of complete idiots that really and truly feel the same way that Nancy Pelosi does. Now, to the rest of the people in that district, to the other three people in that district that don't feel that way, we're really sorry about that, you guys. You really need to look into moving because y'all don't stand a chance right there.
Look, we can get y'all a trailer in the trailer park just down the road.
Let me tell you how this works good. How my being right is actually a good thing. Let the Democrats spin this thing in and let them truly believe that this is going to be a win for Obama. All right? Let them believe it. Like I said, our military is going to be able to handle whatever business gets thrown out there. We're going to be all right. Yes, it's going to be messed up. But our military can handle themselves. Now, in the meantime, America is seeing these people for, their true colors now. Idiocy is it's one of those awful diseases because it comes in so many different shapes and sizes and appearances. Like, we've all seen the beautiful woman, blonde, built like a brick house and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as she started opening her mouth, hello, I wanted to be a veterinarian because I love children. Yeah. We've all seen the Miss blah, blah, blah on there giving her, I think sight is the best sense to have because if you've seen, then you would have saw, and it's great because we all can see and see. All right, people are seeing the Democrats for the complete idiots that they are. And I'm not saying that, there's going to be a whole mass of Democrats jumping ship and going over to the GOP because that ain't going to happen. But it's going to get a different brand of idiot in there, which is what this country needs right now desperately.
A different brand of idiot?
Yes. And my theory is that while this little Syrian conflict is going to be bad and we're going to look bad for a little while, it's really going to spin around into a good thing because people are seeing what they're really doing. And that I really think that, you remember that whole bunch of conservatives that didn't vote in this last election that cost us this election? Remember that?
I remember them.
I think them people right now see the urgency of the vote. There's a whole bunch of Democrats right now, though, that our own sheriff is jumping parties. Says I can't call myself a Democrat anymore.
I still think you've been in Mama's Happy Pills.
Richard, come on. Am I off base here?
Richard?
Yeah.
Am I right or am I wrong here, Richard?
So you're saying that Pelosi is actually speaking for her constituents out there in California?
Yep.
And I used to live in California before I moved to Texas, and now you know why I moved. She's speaking for me in California to Texas, where I had somebody like Ted Cruz speaking for me.
I almost stood up when he said Ted Cruz. Did you see that?
You did. He almost stood up and saluted, Richard.
I did. I almost stood up. And just say that.
And that's Marty trying to stand up and salute somebody from Texas, which I didn't think I'd ever see that.
Say that with me. Say, President Ted Cruz.
Now, see, now you are trying to make me happy, and I appreciate it. I really do.
Look, all of this stuff. If the United States, if the just regular people like me and you, can see these people for what they really are and be scared, because this is a scary situation. It's scary that a president would hand us over to the Russians. There's a We have got a horrible Skype connection there. I'm sorry, Richard. You got all garbled up there. Whoop.
I think we hit an echo.
I think we did too. There's some of them comets and cosmic rays again, I guess.
I'm telling you, so it's them darn comets, man.
Could be Texas.
But now, before the show started, you said you had some other audio.
Oh, I did.
Was it going to cheer me up? Is this something that's going to cheer me up, or is this something that's going to go make me want to drown myself?
All right, look, I'm going to give you a choice. I can give you a back and forth between John Kerry and Congressman Tom Miller.
Well,
or I can give you what happens when Democrats don't play well together. I can give you Larry O'Donnell and Anthony Weiner.
Well, I really need to be cheered up, and we have left the Weiner alone.
We had an embargo. We had a Weiner embargo that
we
were not allowed. We would not allow each other to engage in any of the Weiner puns that was going on in all this time. We wouldn't even talk about him because he's such an insignificant little nothing. But
there's entertainment value here. Is that what you're saying?
My brother, there's some serious entertainment value. If for no other reason than, do you remember Larry O'Donnell? Now, he's with MSNBC.
Right.
You remember he said that Barack Obama, or better yet, he said that the Democrats were not progressive enough for him, or that they wasn't,
I remember.
far left of center enough.
Right.
He even said he was to the left of socialists, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. He did say that.
When he starts ripping into somebody, oh, Lord. I tell you what, you need cheering up. I give you Larry O'Donnell and Anthony Weiner. And I'm going to give Larry O Question of the Year. Come on now, it's got to play.
Which brings us back to Anthony Weiner, who's in third place with that 7%. And joining me now for his last television appearance before the polls open tomorrow at 6 a.m. in New York City is Anthony Weiner. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
It's my pleasure, Lawrence. How are you?
Just fine. I have just one basic question for you that I think a lot of people have wondered about for different reasons over the course of the campaign. For me, it just comes down to this, which is, what is wrong with you?
I don't understand the question. What is wrong with me that I care so much about the issues that I fight for every day, that I have my entire career?
No. What I mean is this. What is wrong with you that you cannot seem to imagine a life without elective office?
That's ridiculous. Of course I can. I don't know. Are you saying that because I have things in my personal life that are embarrassing, I shouldn't run for office? Okay, that's a fair position to have. Some people have it.
Let me be clear. No, I'm not. Let me be very clear.
Lawrence, I'm going to be very clear to you.
I'm going to be very clear to you now. I have never once criticized you in any way for anything involving your texting. I think your photography is just perfectly standard American photography that's floating around the internet now. I've never said anything about that. What I find strange about your campaign is what seems to be your absolute desperate need for elective office and what seems to be your inability to live outside of it. What did you do, for example, with your time away from elective office? Did you find any problem anywhere in the world that you thought, I think I'd like to apply myself to that and try to help some people who might need my help? You didn't do that. You just set yourself up for running for elective office again.
I gotta stop, man. I can't take it no more.
It was just getting good.
No, yeah, but it goes on. It goes on from there, way too far. It goes on for too long. I'm sorry, but you can only beat up on Anthony Weiner for so long, because it's just too easy.
I mean, look, if it'd been me, if I had been Lawrence O'Donnell, I understand the question that he was asking. I mean, I understand why, but I'm sorry, I would have to ask him, what were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
When you see everybody else getting busted out on Twitter for doing these crazy self photos and stuff like that,
well,
Kim Kardashian sex tapes and Pamela Anderson and all this kind of stuff, Lindsay Lohan and all,
with a 20-something-year-old wannabe porn star,
and your wife is like one of Hillary Clinton's best friends.
Yes. And Hillary's supposed to be running for president 2016. Now your wife ain't got no job.
And don't you see? Did you not see what happened to Bill as a result of Hillary not letting him go when she said, "No, I'm going to stand by my man"? Did you not see that Bill Clinton aged 30 years in one night?
Wow.
And I would have started from there. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't want to crack on Larry too much, but I would have started from that place.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong.
And then
right.
I would have worked my way up to the why can't you stay out of public office for a while. I mean,
but you're going to run for mayor of the largest city in the United States
after taking pictures of your junk and putting them out on Twitter.
You don't know enough not to take pictures of your junk and put them out on the internet. I mean, really, you're asking to be the mayor of the you know what though? If that happened, I guarantee you there would be a terrorist strike within a week in New York City. I guarantee you that would be the first sign of the apocalypse to come. Would be if Anthony Weiner somehow wins.
Anthony Weiner, I put the lips in apocalypse. I can see it now.
Now look, we're not Anthony Weiner punting now.
Okay, we can't. Okay,
No,
okay. I'll stop.
no.
I'll stop.
This was a happy time. Him and
Well,
Larry.